What's good, everyone? What's good? What's going on today with you? So, you might be wondering, who is this person? What is this about? Who is this person on your screen, on my screen? I'm going to be getting into not this particular person, but a book summary app. Yes. Yeah, sometimes I like to use images to draw intrigue. And by the way, the disclaimer is that this person that you're looking at, I don't know this person. And this person has nothing to do with the book summary app that I'm going to be discussing with you. By the way, you know that with my content, I inspire people with opportunities because the sky is the limit and their value is transcendent. Transcendent value. We only deal with value in our content. I'm going to be scrolling down. So as you can see here, yes, this is the name of the app, as you can see here. So if you're feeling bookish, if you're feeling like a bookworm, maybe you're just getting into the groove of reading, but you don't want to spend too much time on it because only you know how much your time is worth, and you have to spend your time doing other things. Then feel free to check this app out. I'm on this website here. I'm reading about it. So is InstaRead any good? Is InstaRead any good? By the way, I'm not being paid by InstaRead, nor am I affiliated with them. I merely came across the app and I decided to recommend it based on what I was seeing. Right, so my content is for educational purposes only. There is no guarantee that you can benefit from merely from what I'm saying. I am not a financial advisor, and anything that I say on this medium should not be seen as financial advice. That's what I mean by when I say that there's no guarantee that you can benefit. There's no guarantee that you will benefit financially from my content. You would have to do your own research, apply the knowledge that you've learned, etc. My content is based off my personal experience as well as mixed in with some speculation, right? I cannot represent that any websites or companies that I speak about in my content are free from errors. That's the disclaimer. So with each passing minute, I think it should be passing here and not passive. Right here. One's goal must be to avoid the time suckers in our life. Time suckers can steal our energy because obviously if we place too much time on them, then they would suck the energy out of us. So I'm not saying that you should never read a book from cover to cover. Don't judge the book by its cover. However, there are ways that you can spend your time wisely without skipping an entire book. So with an app like this, you don't have to think about standing in lines, especially in these uncertain times. You should be minding your own business instead of standing in lines in these uncertain times just to get a book. So no, you don't have to go through that. No more slow movements in lines to wait to get the book of your dreams. Time is money. But however, in this regard, book summaries can enrich your financial life. Right? So There are some persons who will say that, oh, if I don't read the entire book, I'm not going to understand it properly, or I might miss the overall context or the overarching message in that book. But it really depends on, my answer to that is that it really depends on how you learn, or how you communicate. It depends on how your mental bandwidth can process the information, right? So you never compare yourself to someone else when it comes to how capable you are in terms of absorbing information. It varies from person to person. So the InstaRead library has more than 1,200 titles currently available. It is steadily growing every month with classics. So if you're an avid reader, you're gonna come across maybe some of your favorite classics, right? If you're just getting into reading, then you would want to browse around, and you'll eventually build up your resume then in terms of the books that you pay attention to. So if you're on the go and you're able to do that, you're gonna be even smarter while you're on the go. I'm not saying that you're not smart because you're not reading a book from cover to cover. That's not what I'm saying here. Don't get it twisted. But you'll be able to delve into topics that you probably weren't interested in before, and you might even surprise yourself. Sometimes it takes a book summary to surprise ourselves in terms of, for example, we might learn that we process information in a completely different way, or maybe even faster than we thought. instaread.co standard price is $8.99 monthly. Right, but if you want to get your feet wet first, you can take their 7-day free trial, and then you can cancel if you don't want to continue that aspect of your reading journey transformation. That's what I refer to it as. So if you go on their website, you can see they have some classics here. These might be classics. These that you see here, these books might be classics for some persons. I'm going to click on one, The Millionaire Fast Lane. This is one that a lot of millionaires can relate to. It's a classic for some. Here's one of my favorite books, You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. I didn't know that I would have reached it just by clicking on the Millionaire Fast Lane book. Oh, that's a first for me. I read this book like twice. I didn't read it from cover to cover though. You Are a Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero. So for example, with this one, it says that you can read or listen in 8 minutes. And you're gonna have to sign up if you wanna start reading these summaries. Oops, let's go back. By the way, Jen Sincero's book, I'm not promoting on her behalf or anything, but her book can teach. It would be in the category that millionaires would want to check out. See, it's right next to this one, The Millionaire Next Door. Let's go back. Some persons prefer different niches. Right. I'm also a fan of, let look at this one, History of the Ancient World. I've always been curious about how the world works and the secrets to the universe and stuff like that. If you're enthusiastic about a topic such as the history of the ancient world, right, you can check this one out. This one allows you to read or listen in 54 minutes. So it might be quite a huge book if you were to read it from cover to cover. That would take too long for the average person. So they have on the website, they have categories for similar reads, meaning in a similar category. You can, if you hit discover, you can look at different niches and sub niches, new niches in a new books in a particular category, popular ones in a particular category as well. You should be able to segment down to the category. The category, new books in that category, popular books in that category. These down here are originals. And scroll down. I'm scrolling down. There's much more than what meets the eye. If you were to go on their website and check it out for yourself, there is much more than what meets the eye. Well, let's go back over to right. So it's up to you to decide if this app is gonna be any good for you. Don't forget to subscribe. Right? If you find this app useful, if you've used it before, feel free to drop a comment telling what your experience with it has been like. If you want to talk about what your favorite book is, what your favorite category is, feel free to share that with us. We emphasize value on this channel. If you are watching this video on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. If you're watching it on another medium, feel free to share it so that other persons can benefit from the value. Stay tuned and I will see you in the next video.